YouTube? It's your guy, not your average trucker. Back at it with another video. I know I do not post videos ever. I rarely talk about trucking. I rarely talk about anything. But I figured I'd just say what up to the people, man. Shout out to my Carolina Panthers. We finally won a game. Y'all understand how many times I'll be wanting to post a video about my Panthers, man. And I know majority of the world don't care about my Panthers because we're trash and we've been trash for like a decade almost. But, you know, I live here in Charlotte, North Carolina, man. So I got to support my local squad. Can't stand Bryce Young, man. I knew it was a bad idea when we drafted that dude because I don't watch college sports, right? Mainly because, you know, back in the 90s, I used to play video games, right? Back in the 90s, we used to have an NCAA basketball game. We had an NCAA college game, and, you know, majority of the teams on that joint would be a 99, a bunch of players I ain't never heard of. So it's like, I don't care about college, man. You understand? But I definitely don't respect people that come from the major programs, because it's like, yo, you're a quarterback at Alabama. That means everybody around you is the best of the best. And then you playing against schools that don't have equal talent. Whereas you get to the pros, you know, it's a lot of equal talent out here. And I'm like, listen, man, I'm a short dude myself, man. I'm 5'10 myself. I weigh about 200 pounds. So when they drafted this dude, I'm like, yo, he my size. I done been around a lot of, you know, my father is 6'5". I got little brothers that's 6'6". So that means Bryce Young is out here, offensive lineman, 6'5", 6'3", and he 5'10", got to stand on his tippy toes and still can't see over the line. So I was like, yo, I don't care what he did at Alabama. He not going to be able to do that in the NFL. And lo and behold, I was correct. So, you know, I'm happy we got a dub. You know, we beat up on Cincinnati. I mean, not Cincinnati. We got Cincinnati this week. We beat up on them Raiders who are trash. But, you know, a dub is a dub, you heard? But I wanted to make this video really quick because I got a homeboy. I think I brought him up on this channel before. You know, I don't really like talking politics and none of that. But y'all know how I feel, man. I absolutely hate Donald Trump. I hate that dude. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not like in love with nobody on the Democratic side. I just know I absolutely hate Donald Trump. Like, I hate that dude. Period. And it's like literally thousands of Republicans that hate that dude too. But I'm arguing with my homeboy. We grew up in the same neighborhood, dog. We the same age. We both black in the South, you understand? And being black in the South, a lot of y'all know what that mean. But for this dude to tell me that he was excited, man, he got 6 kids, 3 of which are of age to vote, right? And he like, yeah, man, I got my 26-year-old, my freaking 22-year-old, and my 18-year-old, they down to vote for Trump. And I spent all day. I had time today because, you know, I was handling some business with my insurance, and that I was on a phone call that ended up lasting me like over 3 hours. So I'm texting this dude while I'm on, you know, hold or whatever with my insurance. And we are arguing about Donald bleeping Trump. And he telling me he's a black man in North Carolina. The reason he voting for Trump over Kamala Harris or any other write-in or whatever is because of trannies and illegal immigrants, right? And I don't understand, dog. I live my life every day. Like every day I'm in the streets, I'm handling business, I'm all over the place. Trannies don't cross my path. You understand? Like, I don't give a, he talking about, yo, trannies get too many rights. The Democrats is pushing trannies Some sound like some shit you hear on Fox News, right? I'm in real life, B. I got kids in school. I got kids playing sports. I don't come across no trannies. That shit don't matter to me, right? Then he's like, man, they're illegal immigrants. Again, black man in Charlotte, North Carolina, talking to me about immigrants. And 90% of what he's saying ain't even fact. Again, it's just some mess he heard on freaking Fox News or somewhere that's telling him that Kamala Harris wants to abolish illegal immigrant, make it legal to be illegal is what he trying to get me to say that Kamala Harris trying to do. Nah, man, Kamala Harris trying to make it so any immigrant that come to the country illegally is considered illegal. That's not fact at all. You understand? But me and this dude get the argument so much. Mind you, I've known this dude. We now in 2024. I've known this dude since like 1992 or something weird like that. I've known this dude a lot of my life. Majority of my life. You understand? Consider him a brother. But me and this dude been arguing off and on for months about Donald freaking Trump. Donald Trump don't care about no black dude ever. And he definitely don't care about you. But for you to tell me the reason you want to vote for this dude is because you conservative and he represents your conservative values, even though Donald Trump was a freaking Democrat all the way up until 2008 when Barack was running and he just didn't want to deal with Barack. You understand? Now he a freaking Republican. That's literally the definition of a rhino. You understand? He not conservative at all. Donald Trump is for sale, my man. You understand? Only people that's down with Trump, only people that support him in real life are either billionaires because they really trying to get some tax breaks, some racist mofos that's really like, yo, trying to get rid of immigrants and black people and set the world back to motherfucking 1492 or some weird shit, or idiots. So I asked him, which one are you, dog? Either you a billionaire. I know you're not a billionaire, my man. You understand? Either you a racist dude. Kind of hard to be racist when you're a black dude. Or you an idiot. I mean, this dude arguing so much that he tries to call me, but I can't pick up the phone because I'm still on hold with my punk ass insurance, right? So we get to arguing so much over Donald Trump that, you know, I tell this dude I can't even be your friend no more, man. Like, yo, lose my number. He like, F you. And we go way back. You understand? I'm talking about this man was in my wedding, dog. That's how far we go back. But the fact that this dude is literally, we from the same hood, got involved in some of the same stuff as youngins. Legal and illegal. And now you talking about you a conservative. Dude, don't go to nobody church, right? So, you know, and we ain't talking about the Christian part, because he don't go to church and neither does Trump. But he's trying to get me to understand he conservative. And I just hate talking to people that I know in real life who act like I don't know them in real life. I'm like, my man, it's absolutely nothing about you that's conservative. From your lifestyle to what you got going on. But, you know, I'm not here to judge you, my dog. But for you to sit here and say that your biggest issues, his biggest issues, is Kamala Harris supports trannies and Kamala Harris and the Democrats letting in too many immigrants. This is a black man in Charlotte, North Carolina, and them his two major issues. You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking about Trump having all these felonies on his record. He ain't talking about Trump going bankrupt 6 times. He ain't talking about Trump with all these freaking lawsuits and he got to pay over $500 million in settlements to the chick he raped and the fraud he committed in New York, you know, and the fraud he's committed multiple times in real estate, fraud he committed with Trump University. Like, he ain't talking about none of that. Or the fact that when Trump opened his mouth, he says some of the silliest stuff of all time. None of that. He worried about trannies and he worried about immigrants. Help me understand, dog. Because trannies and immigrants ain't got nothing to do with a black man, dog. My day-to-day life, I'm not thinking about trannies. I'm not thinking about immigrants because they don't affect my life in real life in North Carolina. We not near the border unless they swimming over this mug, coming over the Atlantic Ocean. I don't see no freaking. I'm not worried about immigrants, dog. Like, what are we talking about here, B? Help me make it make sense, man. Shit got not your average trucker. I don't really make trucker videos, but I hate Donald Trump and I hope you do too. You heard?